Hey everyone, happy Friday and welcome to the Daily here on MLSsoccer.com. I'm Josh Weisenhunt.
And I'm Greg Lawless, and it's 2 days in a row in which you've got Wise and
Double
Lawless
dipping a little bit over here.
A lot going on, obviously. We talked about it yesterday on the Daily about the push to the playoffs and trying to get in there where that red line was. Well, 2 matches tonight, Josh, that will start off everything, and it begins on NBC Sports Network with DC Chicago.
That's right, 8 p.m. Eastern at RFK Stadium. It's tough to figure out the Chicago side, right? They're making the push, but they're not really getting it done when they need to lately. Of course, they only have 1 win in their last 5. How do you think they're looking heading into this one?
Well, I think that they need to find that consistency. You talked about that, where 1 win in 5, that's not good enough when you're in this position. They are right now 2 points outside the playoff zone to get into that 5th spot, which is right now held by the Philadelphia Union. They need to get Mike McGee hot again. You know, he's been a little bit cold relatively, let's put it that way. Right? He needs to get hot. He needs to take this team on his shoulders and carry them through if they're going to finally step up and get into that playoff race.
Yeah, of course. And the second one we have coming up on Friday tonight, 8:30 p.m. Eastern on MLS Live, Houston and Montreal. So we talked about Chicago. We talked about Mike McGee. Their last matchup was against Montreal. McGee scored, but he missed a penalty that would have got the winner for them against Montreal. And, of course, this is an interesting one because the last time these two sides matched up, Greg, Montreal put a little bit of a hurting on the Dynamo, didn't they?
They did. It was 5-0 was the final in that one. However, that was up in Montreal. The problem for the Impact in this one, who are right now in 3rd place in the East, right ahead of Houston, only 2 points ahead of them, is that Montreal haven't been very good on the road this year. So Houston looking for a little bit of revenge, let's say, after that 5-0 drubbing. But more importantly for the Dynamo is, can they get into this one at home? Can they pick up some momentum? Can Brad Davis, Boniek Garcia, the big boys step up for Houston to really put a stamp on this one?
It's that time of the year for the Houston Dynamo. Big questions surrounding this one, and of course, Chicago and DC earlier on the night. It's going to be a good one. I mean, we've got multiple games with huge playoff implications on this Friday night. Of course, starting DC Chicago, 8 p.m. Eastern on NBC Sports Network. You can catch all the lead up on MLSsoccer.com. Well, as you should know by now, Landon Donovan is only 2 goals, Greg, away.
Count them, 1, 2.
From tying Jeff Cunningham's all-time goal-scoring mark in MLS, and I feel like when he hit 132 a few weeks back, everyone thought it was a done deal. Not many games left for LD this season, Greg.
Games. That's true.
What are we thinking about this?
Well, look, he's gone 4 games without a goal now. One of those, there was an injury involved, so we can't blame him on that one for not scoring, although maybe someone will, I don't know. But look, this is a great opportunity this weekend. LA against Chivas USA, the Super Classico, and most people would look at this and say, here's a chance for him to get a couple of goals maybe against a lowly team like Chivas, who are sitting at the bottom of the Western Conference standings. However, this is a better defensive Chivas team than I think most people give them credit for. They have the ability to shut down a team, especially when they want to sit back and absorb pressure. And of course, Dan Kennedy in goal for Chivas USA. So is this the weekend that Landon Donovan maybe gets a goal, maybe gets 2 goals and actually ties Cunningham? I don't see it happening. I think Chivas playing for pride. More importantly, is there pressure right now on the LA Galaxy? This is the first of 3 home games for the Galaxy. Landon Donovan came out and said this week they need to get 3 points from each of these games. So the pressure is now on for them because they're actually thinking, could we miss the playoffs? These are reigning champions. Could they miss it? You think they could?
We talked about this yesterday. I don't think there's no chance, but
it's pretty.
Robbie Keane and Landon Donovan might think.
It was pretty interesting to think that this week we saw Taylor Twellman come out on MLSsoccer.com and say, look, the Galaxy are still the favorites. You have to like them. And on the same day, there was an article on MLSsoccer.com with Robbie Keane expressing, we might not make the playoffs. So it's this weird thing.
What is going on?
It's very strange to figure out what's going on out there in LA.
All right, well, we got a little bit of pressure apparently on the Galaxy and a little bit of pressure on Landon Donovan. Make sure you check out on the site a video just dropped this morning. 13 of Landon Donovan's best goals from his 13 seasons in MLS. Greg, I'm going to put you on the spot real quick. Favorite all-time Landon Donovan MLS goal?
Okay. It's in the video, actually.
Okay.
2002 against DC United. He snakes his way through the defense. But what I love about this goal, and it showed all of the potential that Landon Donovan had in my mind, was the finish. He's so composed when the goalkeeper's rushing at him, 2 defenders collapsing on him, and he just slots it past the keeper. That was more than the snaking through was the finish. What about you?
Well, I'm going to have to go with no contest. 2009 against the New England Revolution, just that volley. It was goal of the year.
It was luck.
I mean,
it was all luck.
Hands down for me, I think, the best goal that I've ever seen anyone score. It was incredible.
Total luck.
It was incredible. Make sure you
Maybe
check it
not
out
total
anyway. Yeah,
Maybe a
maybe
little
not. There's a little bit of ability in there. Huh? Let's give Landon a little bit of credit. But yeah, make sure you go check it out. 13 of Landon Donovan's best goals from his 13 seasons in MLS. It really is a treat. And we'll see if he can get 1 or 2 or maybe even 3 on Sunday. Who knows? Of course, that big rivalry match against Chivas USA. Super Classico, 5 p.m. Eastern on Sunday on Unimas. I think that does it for us, Greg.
That's it. We're out.
All right. We'll talk to you guys on Monday.